Audio test. Audio test. Audio test. Audio test. Oh dear. Well, hello, good evening, everybody. I'm feeling a bit sorry for Bally at the moment. He's everybody's just giving him an headache, and we've got the team news as we've just seen there. It's a bit of a strange one, to be honest with you. A lot of changes, a couple of unexpected ones as well. We're going to go in and discuss those, and shortly we're going to be joined, I think, by Stu, and we're going to discuss where we're going for this match. Different appearance tonight, bit of championship winning apparel on. It's been a long time since this one's come out of the cupboard, I can tell you. But let's just hope that we can get a result today. Let's just hope that we can. How can I say this? Getting a result is the big thing, isn't it? I'm not too worried about the performance. Interestingly enough, I think the result is the important thing. And after that game against Hull, I was pretty sure that we were going to win that game, and sadly, that's not the case. We've not managed to come away from Hull with the 3 points. We've just managed a one point, but it's better than none. Given Roden sending off, I thought that a point, is it a fair result? Well, we got away. We won at the end, right at the death, didn't we? Hull could have buried us with that shot that hit the bar, and I thought the player were going to absolutely bury that, but nope. Completely fluffed it and hit the bar. It was a bit of a shambles for him. I thought, what a shame, But well, it's a shame for him. It's not a shame for us. I'm absolutely pleased that he did it at the bar. But anyway, here we go. Team lineup is here, and if you've been over in the disabled team in the last minute or two, you'll know this already. Lineup for today: Meslier in between the sticks, Sam Byram, Jamie Shackleton, Pascal Strauch, and Liam Cooper at the back. I don't think anybody saw that back four coming. I certainly didn't see that it was going to drop Ayling, so I'm wondering if Farke has identified a threat from Watford that is going to be a problem for Luke Ayling, and perhaps feels a bit more comfortable putting Shackleton in either the right back or the left back role. I suspect he's probably going to put Shacks in the right back and leave Byram at left back. Moving into midfielder, we've got on pivot, we've got Ampadu and Kamara. I thought that might be the case for Leeds, that we might have Glenn Kamara playing for us today. Up front, we've got Dan James, Cree Somerville. One thinks that I think Somerville on right, James on left, perhaps. And then in the middle there, we've got Joel Piroe. And Rutter, Jorginho Rutter, of course, if you didn't know that. Carl Darlow, Luke Ayling, Charlie Cresswell on the bench, and they are accompanied by, I'll just tell you that because I don't know if you can see it or not because of the player, Gurev, Archie Gray on the bench, Ian Paveda on the bench, Jaden Anthony on the bench, yeah, Jaden Anthony, of course, that's the one I was getting confused with a bit earlier. And Joe Gelhardt and Matteo Joseph on the bench also for Leeds United. A lot happening in midweek for Leeds. I thought the press conference was usual clinical stuff from Farke, and I'm just going to talk a couple of things about that. Nonto. As far as I can tell, the club hasn't released any further information about Wilfred Nonto's ligament injury. So we don't know quite what's going on with that. It sounds like it's an ankle, lateral ankle ligament or something along those lines. Medical should have happened about that, and so far we've not. The club haven't given us any details about that. Farke, when asked, said that Ethan Ampadu is in good shape and he's obviously likely to play, and there's your evidence of that. Ethan Ampadu is in the starting side for us today as well. One of the things he says that there is pressure to win at home, and he's looking for a home win. That's going to be the main thing for us today. I'm not so sure performance is on the top of Farke's mind. I think he'd rather just us get a win somehow. The performance is probably not prioritised as much, but an early goal in this match is going to be vital. But this team that we play today, apparently they've not won in 11 games away, and Leeds can't be too complacent with that. We can't be sat there thinking that it should be a walk in the park. They are almost or just slightly above us in the table, so they have got a bit of attacking threat. They've won a couple of games, etc. We're going to talk about that as well. He said that he was happy with Liam Cooper and his performance coming in. I think he had a bit of a dodgy moment early on, Liam Cooper, but he managed to right his wrongs there, and he did all right for us in that remaining 15-20 minutes that he was on whilst at Hull. He says that Farke said that we must be respectful of the opponent today. Whilst their stats are not great, we have to be respectful, and I think that's perhaps a good way of saying it, but perhaps a better word would be complacent, that we can't be too expecting them to just roll over and let us get a goal or two. It's not going to work that way at all. I think it's going to be another closely fought, hard-won match. I don't think there are any easy matches as such in this division. I think it's going to be tight, and let's just hope that we can get that early goal. It'll settle the nerves and everything will be great. Farker has worked in the past with Valerian Ismail, the head coach of Watford, so he knows everything that he's all about. Knows plenty of him. I think they have had personal contact and communication in the past, so we're just going to have a look in there now, and I'll just see if we can show you that their lineup a little bit. And they've got Bachmann, Sierralta, Hoyt, Porteous, Lewis, Ince, Rakovic, Loser, Kone, Martins, and Andrews. Goalkeeping substitute for them is Roberts, Enkia, Pollock, Sharvetste, Aspria, Bayo, Dele Bashiru, Kemet, Kayembe, and Morris are the substitutes for today's opponent, Watford. Of course, we're looking forward to a really exciting game. I just hope that we get a win. I think the win is going to be more important than anything else. During the press conference, he said that each Leeds player's fitness is constantly being monitored for data and performance and fitnesses, and he says that he won't risk any players if they're questionable over fitness. But the Roden thing, he went out there and playing with a black eye, and I still am convinced that I'm not so sure that letting him play with a black eye is a good idea. Has he had any kind of concussion or any other sort of temporary injury as a result of that coming together? And I think that it was probably a bit not a great move to put Roden on there with that injury. But anyway, I'm not the coach. I just talk about what Leeds are doing, and I hope that Farker knows more than me, knows more than the rest of us, and that's why he's got the number one slot. Ayling's influence is important. He's vocal, and he's had a bit of a disagreement with the fourth official apparently during that Hull game, and he said he regrets his yellow card. But Daniel Farker says that he loves his emotion so much that he's put him on the bench today. So one thinks that he's identified some kind of goal threat or advancing threat from Watford, that it's going to be better for him to sit this one out for the start of this match. I'm not so sure that's a good idea. Chat, let me know what you think. Do you think it's a good idea? Are you in agreement that Ayling is on the bench? He's had his critics over the weeks, hasn't he, that he's not able to defend, isn't Luke Ayling? He's not great at defending as perhaps what he once was, and struggles getting back. Bamford apparently could be out. I think 8-week injury. Apparently, experience is priceless. Confidence and fitness. Bamford is back after an 8-week injury. I beg your pardon, I did read that incorrectly. Of course, Patrick Bamford is back in training, but he's going to be out for another week or two. I think he's going to keep him on the training pitch and just try and build his fitness levels and confidence levels before fielding him in the squad or the starting 11. I think that's a good thing for Patrick Bamford. All these injuries and stuff. We personally here on this channel, I thought, maybe it's time for Bamford to consider either retiring or going to another club and starting afresh. He had a terrible season last season. It was very, very bad. Some of the stuff that he's had to put up with online and offline has been pretty awful, as have some of the other players. Jamie Shackleton's coming for a bit of stick. Dan James also receives plenty of stick from the fan base, and I'm not so sure I agree with that. They pull the shirt on every week, and those players, in my opinion, do put the commitment and the effort in. But I think the Bamford one is particularly a case of I'd like to see Patrick Bamford making a new start because of those interview comments that he said about one loss in a game or one penalty missed isn't going to decide the season. I think that's really, really riled a lot of people up, and they won't forget that it gives off the impression that you just don't care, kind of thing, that you don't care about the club. You don't care about whether you're in the Premier League or the Championship, because you know you're such a big name in the club. Blah blah blah. But no one player is bigger than any club. And personally, I think Patrick Bamford, it might be time for him to find pastures new. Right, hello chat. Of course, I think we've got a couple of chats coming in there. Let's have a look. Byram and Enkia came through the West Ham Academy together. Yeah. So bit of a connection there as well. We've got Green Screen saying 3-0 Piroe to score for. I'll tell you what, I hope you're right, but I think this is going to be a close one. I think it's going to be a tougher match than Hull, and I thought that was a tough game, but we should have won that match. The keeper on the day for Hull had an outstanding game, in my opinion. That he just, whatever we threw at him, it wasn't going past him, and I think it was just one of those things. On another day, or with the other keeper in for Hull, we end up walking away out of there with 3 points, and we were unlucky for most part, and lucky in another part that they didn't sink us with that goal at the death of the game. It was a shot from just inside 18-yard box, and it hit the bar, didn't it? And it just ricocheted out. And Leeds got lucky. We've rode our luck a couple of times during that match, and I thought that a point is probably it's not a bad result for us. It's not bad. It's not ideal, but it could have been worse. We could have ended up leaving there with nothing and all. That would have really ruined everybody's week, wouldn't it, if we'd have not got anything from Hull? So I think that's the case. And remember, other teams are going to be having similar games, similar experiences where they think they should be winning, they should be getting the 3 points. All the stats point to that, and they'll end up walking away with a point or 0 points. That's just how it is sometimes. That's what makes it an exciting game. Well, I mean, that was you're right, absolutely right. I sat there and I thought, how the hell is he hit the bar? And as soon as he hit it, I thought, it's in, is this? And it hits the bar, it comes out, and I'm like, what? That's so lucky. That is so. We've got away with one there, mate. I'll tell you, we got away with a point. And other teams are going to be having that experience. They're going to be struggling to find wins. That they'll have missed opportunities. They'll have crazy deflected goals. This championship's mad. Refereeing decisions, we've all spoken about that. We're not going to get too much into that, VAR, etc. today, but you never know that something could crop up during this match that we're all sat there like, when's VAR coming back? Something will go against us, and we'll all be praying for VAR to be back. And I think it's just a case of it is what it is. It's not a perfect game, and I just hope that we get something out of this match today, to be honest with you, because at the minute it'd be nice to get a win down at Elland Road. Phil Hay asked during the press conference, what are you going to do about teams who are lining up with 2 banks of 4? It's a problem that we have to... Farker replied, he said it's a problem that we have to be patient, level-headed, and we have to try and find ways against the low block tactics and come up with solutions on the pitch. And he said that it differs between teams. They are working on different solutions in training. They are expecting that when teams come to Elland Road, they are going to be prepared to sit in deep, 2 banks of 4, fill the 18-yard box. Let me know what you think, chat. In what ways would you try and encourage the lads to counteract this low blocking style, this low blocking technique, this low blocking what can I say, tactic? How would you try and get them to overcome that? What's going on? Hopefully, there's my brother's down there today. He's again in the East Stand, so you never know. We might have a bit of we might see a bit of marching on together, and we'll have some full audio hopefully before kick off, just to get a gauge of the atmosphere. I think it'll be another electric atmosphere down there today. It'll be a really good afternoon. Let's hope. Let's hope we get something. Chat. Any thoughts on Luke Ayling? Luke Ayling sitting this one out to start with. Any thoughts on that? Are you in agreement? Disagreement? It's a bit of a mad one, isn't it? I think I did not see that coming at all. I had no idea that was coming, and I thought it's. I think that'll catch a lot of people by surprise. Probably the opponent will be caught out by that as well. They're probably not sure just what Farker's got lined up for them today, and I think that we'll end up hopefully causing a bit of confusion for them. And we'll just hope that we could do something with that. Let's try and go out and get these 3 points, the 3 points that we're all desperate to get. And I can assure you, and I can't think there's nobody more desperate for me than to see a win at Elland Road. I think it'll be a great day if we can manage to get a win against this lot today, and we'll just see what happens. I hope that you're all. I hope you're all good and well out there. I hope you're all ready for the match. You've got your snacks. You've got a good stream. Maybe you're watching along with us. We're watching on LUTV as normal, and I hope that it's going to be a really great day for everybody. Can you hear me, Stu?
Yeah, can I hear your background music?
Yeah, I'll just turn that off. There we go. Yeah, Stuart, we've got a bit of a surpriser there lined up, and it's my brother. He's coming on for a bit of a prediction, I think. And in fact, it's not one; it's two. Two brothers are here for predictions. So let's hear your predictions, lads. I'll just bring you in. Can you hear me now?
All right, Cheeks.
Yeah, I'm all right.
Right, mate, how are you
How are
doing?
you, boys?
You need a
Not so bad, mate, not so
microphone.
bad.
Talking here, so I can't really hear you.
Yeah, you need a microphone, Phil. But yeah, what's your
Our score prediction? Mine's 3-1 to Leeds today.
3-1 to
Match
Leeds?
2-1. Somerville
2-1.
first scorer.
Somerville first scorer. Phil, who's your first scorer?
My first scorer is going to be Rutter.
Rutter. That's a big shout, isn't it? Have you seen team news?
Your pal?
Have you seen the team news?
Yeah.
Oh, you've got the team sheet. Team sheets are there. Look. Yeah, go ahead. Does it show Luke Ayling there or not?
Yeah, Ayling's on bench.
Ayling's. What do you think to that?
No, I think it's a good thing, really, to be honest. I think he needs a bit of a rest. Same with Gray, really. I think it's nice to sort of mix up a little bit.
Yeah. You need to put it on landscape and get your ears cleaned, lad. That's a bit better. Yeah. Oh my goodness me. Chugging the wine down. Let's have a little look around then. Which bar are you in? Or whereabouts are you?
Troy's knocking back the red wine.
Which bar are you in today? Where are
We're
you
in the
sitting?
Leeds
What bar are
lounge
you in?
today.
You're in the Leeds lounge. This is where you go if you don't want to eat pucker pies, Stuart. There's no pucker pies in there, mate. I'll tell you. Look at that, fantastic. So, is it East Stand Up you're in?
My brother lives in Jakarta. And he doesn't like
Now then, are you alright?
it.
How are you doing?
I'll leave you to your stream, mate. I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, let's have some footage when they come out on. Join us again when they're coming out on pitch. Join us again when you're coming out on pitch. All right.
See you later. See you later, Stu.
See you later, mate. Take care, mate. Bye-bye.
Right, so there we are, Stu. It's all going off. They're there again. They've got the ticket in the posh seats, the padded seats. Are you good? Stu, are you good?
How come they get hospitality then? Is it something to do with work to do?
Well, Stuart, this is what when you have a business, Stuart, you can the business pays for it.
Ah, right.
Do you see what I mean? It's called corporate hospitality. You know, because you have to entertain your clients and try and sign up new contracts and new business and all the rest of it and woo them a little bit. So Phil's prediction, 3-1 Rutter first scorer. Did I type that in or did he type that in?
I typed that in.
Do you type that in? Oh, nice one, yeah. The other one's Tom. So Tom has I think he said Somerville, didn't he?
Yes. Yeah. Cool, mate.
So we're gonna get. Hopefully, they'll join us again. Chat. They'll join us again just as the players are coming out. Stu, what did you make of Farker's press conference? We haven't really spoken, have we? Online.
Really?
We've spoken offline.
It was a short one, wasn't it?
Yeah, short, sweet.
It was nice and short, short and sweet. I like them when they're snappy like that.
Yeah,
I like I liked how he told us about Stewie Dallas's warm welcome back onto pitch, onto training ground and stuff. I thought that was nice.
Yeah.
A bit upset about hearing about non-to ankle Achilles though, isn't it? That's what's going to keep him out of the game.
That's a really, really big blow for him, and he'll be pretty upset because we don't know what length of time that's likely to be, but it's more than likely to interfere on the international scene. I think going into October, I think there's an international break, and he's likely to be out of contention for that if it's a really severe one. Hopefully, it's not a severe one, and he gets over it pretty quickly. But overall, I mean, he's talked about the fitness of players being monitored. He's talked about that there's data and analytics there, that the risk that the players are playing can be questionable at times, but he doesn't want to risk players who are injured. But I listened to that and I thought, well, if that's the case, why did he play Roden?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A black eye is still an injury, and it could be like mild forms of concussion, and does that kind of thing affect somebody's performance? I mean, I've had black eyes in the past, and you don't feel great, do you, until it's sort of subsided, maybe a week. Is it too soon when he's played them against Hull, do you think?
Well, I mean, I always thought protocol was because your eye is part of your head, isn't it? I thought it was like a protocol that you had to be out.
Yeah, I'm
48 hours or 72 hours or whatever it is.
Yeah, I was surprised when especially when you looked at it, we thought it looked something like you were out of a zombie film, didn't you? But I mean, he's fielded him, and it just seemed a bit strange as well. Did that to me, and just to let you know, or if you let me know, are you watching this on Sky today, or is it on LUTV
No,
for you?
LUT. I've gone from England to Georgia, and I'm watching game in Georgia.
You're in Georgia today. I have to watch. Yeah, I know you're a well-travelled person, Stuart, and disabled team get around Europe.
I just don't catch the Tanta match, Gary. I don't catch the Tanta match.
Yeah. We all need a bit of sunshine on our back, don't we, mate?
Do you know something? Me going from here, I can get from here to anywhere in the world, even on the real aeroplane, without having to leave my chair.
Yeah. Magic man, Stu. Of course, chat. We're not here to try and flog you any services or anything like that. You're here, and we hope that you enjoy the show with us today. It certainly seemed like a good show earlier on. Lee, has Lee calmed down?
We calmed down from laughing, Lee. Yeah.
After laughing,
it ended a bit badly. Amani left.
She left. Oh my God! Why? Yeah. What happened?
Well, you know, with the team, well, Hermione put Mali right. Hermione put Ampadu and Gurev, and she put Kamara in the midfield.
Yeah.
But Mali wouldn't give her Kamara because she put her in midfield and not next to Ampadu, so she left.
All right. Oh dear. Oh my God.
All good.
Well, I hope
he wants to do it again.
What did he say?
He wants to do it again, but he's going to do a timer on it. He's going to give everyone a time limit to get the teams in.
I mean, I think I got a bit confused. I think really what I need is a bit of like the team sheet in front of me, and then a diagram of a field in front of me. And I think that's probably what I need, Stu. I think, because, but I mean, it provided a bit of a laugh, didn't it? It got Lee laughing a bit, and I think there were one or two other folk having a bit of a laugh in chat there. They want a bit of a bit of camaraderie and a bit of so we used to call them shenanigans.
Yeah. Luke
What's
Kelly knows all about that.
Yeah, shenanigans. Everybody likes a bit of shenanigan, don't they? I think, and you know, when we're doing these live streams, you know, sometimes I mean, it ain't easy for anybody, is it? But when you get, I don't know, O'Malley getting wound up a bit. Did you think?
He got a bit hot under collar, did Mally.
It's not, yeah, it's not easy for anybody, is it? Build a positive. Hang on a minute.
No, it's not.
I'm getting a bunch of messages here on YouTube about live streaming. So it's talking about I should set moderators and giving me pop-up notifications and all that sort of thing. Yeah, well, we're not. We kind of self-moderate ourselves here. We don't need any. But if there is any complaints, chat, you know, let us know, and we will happily deal with them. We don't want anyone getting upset or anybody getting any, you know, hot water over something like a live stream where we're trying to watch the football and describe what's going on. Because there are people who will be tuning in and they don't have access to whatever LUTV or anything like that. It looks like there is a bit of there's a couple of people in the ground at the minute. They are uploading videos. It looks like it's another packed house at Ellen Road. But I heard this week, Stu, that even up to sort of 24 hours ago, there were still quite a lot of seats available. Did you hear anything the same? Or was there some kind of glitch on the Leeds website?
I were really surprised by that news, Gary, if I were honest. Because normally we don't have issues filling out as you know, we don't normally have an issue, but it looks like it's filling up nicely now.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like it's filling up. The Watford fans look like they've brought a fair few thousand across.
Yeah, or definitely up. Isn't there a joke about Watford Gap and all this other stuff that Londoners have never been north of Watford Gap, and
yeah.
It's a bit of a strange one, isn't it?
Been,
yeah. So I mean, what are your predictions, Stu, for this? Do you see a win, or what's in your mind for going into this game?
I think it's going to be tight, right? I've gone a narrow 2-1 Leeds win, but it wouldn't surprise me if this ended in a draw.
Yeah, I'm fancying a draw actually, and I'm wondering if it's going to be another. I mean, the thing is, I haven't seen too much of Watford in terms of highlights or anything like that. Now, when I did the Hull one, I spent about an hour watching all the highlights and some stuff about them. But I just haven't had the time on this one, Stu. You know, because of work and stuff like that. These games coming up as thick and fast as what they are doing. You know, I get very little time. Obviously, by the time my day's over with, I'm absolutely fried. It's like I come home from work. I've got Wilfred to deal with. He's my for anybody who's new, he's the 16-month-old child who loves running around and literally ripping my apartment to pieces every day of the week. So, you know, it's quite difficult for me to always do the pre-match videos, you know, the post-match videos. Sometimes those don't get done, especially when there's a midweek game. It's quite hard for me, but we do try our best. I know you've done a really good analysis on this one, Stu, prior to this game, and I thought when I looked at it, you know, that was quite in depth. You've gone into some real detail there about statistical analysis, things where talking about where the play was dominated by Leeds, and I think shots on target was something that you mentioned against Hull, and you drew a comparison between Millwall and Hull. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have. I was surprised that we had 3 more shots against Hull than what we did against Millwall.
Yeah, it just shows that when you look back at those, I mean, they're not going to win you games all the time, but I think, I mean, what benefit did you see from analysing those stats?
Well, I thought what I got from analysing the stats, Gary, is we simply didn't we wasn't as clinical against Hull as what we were against Millwall, and the XG and stuff were more or less it were a quarter of what it was against Hull, against Millwall when we played Hull, and it was surprising actually. We don't put crosses in. We're very poor at putting crosses in.
Yeah.
And Amani, it says he asked for a starting 11. I gave one, and Kamara plays end of. I won't be mocked and called stupid. I didn't know that. I didn't even call you stupid, Amani, but if he did, I apologise for him saying that. And I don't think he meant any bad thing about it. But I do appreciate that you was offended, and I can apologise. I can only apologise.
I mean, I've got some comment on that in a moment or two, but just to let you know, the kickoff has started.
And bloody hell!
It's it's 20 seconds in, Stu. 25 seconds now, and it looks like he's put Shackleton down the right hand side, and I mean, perhaps I got a bit confused. Perhaps Mally got a little bit wound up with my team selections, and there were one or two other people in there having a little. Oh, Joel Piroe's brought down. He's about 30 yards out, and Leeds have won a free kick. And perhaps Mally's been a little bit wound up there. Maybe I think is the way to say it. But I mean, I got a bit confused, if I'm all honest. You know, I'll just say to Stu, you know, I need a number of names, and I need a green pitch so I can sort of visualise it. You know, it's quite difficult for me to visualise it in my mind. I'm a bit more of a visual person. I have to visualise it, but you know, I hope there was no, you know, if it has wound Mally up, I do apologise all around. It wasn't the intention. Somerville goes over the free kick. Piroe takes it with the left foot. Tries to hit Pascal Struijk. It's a bit high for him, but Struijk pulls it down. And Leeds managed to win a throw in. I think Sam Byram's over there on that side.
Now he's going back to his natural side.
Yeah. And Piroe. Back to Struijk.
Goes back.
Cooper and Struijk having a bit of interchange. Nice little ball from Shackleton. Dan James into Shackleton again. Oh, back to Dan James, and it just rolls across his left foot, and Dan James opens his body, and it goes out for a goal kick, I think.
Was that a shot or trying to lay it across the box?
I think he's trying to lay it across. I don't know. It's difficult, isn't it? I think he's trying to just direct it into It's at far corner, but it goes a bit wrong for Dan James, does that one. But there we go. Yeah, good bright start. First opening minutes here. Afternoon, Inky. And of course, we've got Martins. Goes back inside, and Leeds just dropped off a little bit here, and Watford are just playing it, knock it around a little bit, and they're trying to win possession in middle of park, and unfortunately, ball's up in the air. It's all over the place at the moment, and nobody's able to bring it down. It's a bit of a Somerville. Jorginho Rutter crosses it in. What a lovely cross. Unfortunately, there's nobody there. Piroe on the right-hand side. Oh, he passes it back to Ampadu, smashes it, and it's saved off the line.
What a save.
What
a save by
Watford. That is.
Brilliant.
Leeds United denied by another bit of goalkeeping again. Ethan Ampadu. What a cracking shot. I think it was a right height for the keeper, though, Stu.
It come at him some pace though, Gary. It really did, and I'm glad that Ampadu kept it down because normally his last few shots would be going into Rowe's head. So I'm glad he kept it down and low and on target, which is great to see. Gary, your microphone is better than it was, but it still needs a bit more tweaking.
Well, Inky, I've made videos of it last 3 weeks, and the audio is absolutely perfect. So it leads me to believe it's an upload problem into StreamYard from my computer, and I am trying to talk to her about it, but they're saying, you need to do this with your mic, that with your mic. I'm like, well, yeah, but there's someone trying to seize Melly off the line and
try to lob him there, didn't he?
Tried to lob him there, but wow, quick goal there. So it's not. Believe it or not, it's not the mic. We think it's the StreamYard or the upload into StreamYard, but we're still carrying out tests to figure out what it is, because there's not wrong with equipment. It all seems to work fine when we do videos and that. But it goes into StreamYard, then into YouTube. It's like an extra, thing. But we do keep trying, don't we, Stu?
Yeah, but so I think, Gary, as well. Mine makes that like a crackling noise. But when I have something else open at the same time, if I've got two screens open, like I've got the game on one screen, the StreamYard on another, that seems to affect it. If I turned off the if I only use one screen, it doesn't seem to be as bad. But the problem is with what we do, you need two screens. You need three screens, really.
Yeah. You might have noticed that I was playing like the StreamYard music earlier on, and it's a lot slower pace than what it normally is. StreamYard does have a lot of. It has bugs coming and going on a regular basis, so let's just hope they can fix that for us. Oh, there's a lovely ball in to Rutter from I think Shackleton. Was it from Shackleton or Dad James? Oh God!
Oh wow! We had a beautiful chance at good goalkeeping again, Gary.
Dad James, I think, was it?
Again, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good goalkeeping. I think Rutter should have done better.
Yeah.
He should have done better. He was unmarked.
Breaks the offside trap. Rutter, lovely little run in and lovely ball in from Dan James. We've talked a bit about Dan James getting a bit of stick. Hermione says 2-0.
It's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I hope he should have done better there, Rutter. But it's the bounce, isn't it? It's just can't do out with it. Keeper's right on him, and there's a bit of a mistake at the back. Leeds have conceded is that a throw-in or a corner?
Oh, yeah, what was that?
Who's that, Liam? Man. Is it Cooper, that?
Ball to Cooper over Paul. Why did he do what? I don't. Yeah. We make the same mistakes again by passing it about at the back. We're making our own problems.
Yep.
I hate it when we do it. We can't do it, so why do we persist to try and do it? We can't play out. We can't pass around back. It's going to cause us problems. It really is. You see, the problem is as well, Gary, right? A lot of our fan base still think we're in Premier League and we can play Premier League football, if that makes sense. Yeah. We can pass it around like Premier League players do, and we can't. We're a Championship club. We're Championship back with a Championship back four.
Yeah. Martins clips one over to the far side. Sam Byron's over there. Tom Ince. And it's a poor pass, and Ethan Ampadu intercepts it into Shackleton. Shackleton nobody ahead of him, and he concedes a Watford throw in. It's high up the pitch.
Yeah.
He does well there, Shackleton. He gets blocked, but he takes the pressure off the back foot, and that was comical defended from Leeds.
Awful.
That little passage passage of defending, that passage of play, should I say?
Do you know, Russell? I was speaking to Russell about this yesterday, and Russell says that Farker is he's really, he's been nice to players we've got. He praises them up and stuff, but he reckons come end of season he'll be ruthless and he'll get rid of a lot of leagues. He has to keep nice to them this season because we didn't have the time to replace them. Otherwise, it would have been ruthless and got rid of a lot of them. He reckons that we would have got rid of a lot of back four.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, Stu, I do agree. But you see, that's the playing politics part of management. What is he going to do? Is he going to upset them all? Lose the dressing room right from day one? Of course he's not. He's going to have to tell them stuff that he doesn't really like telling them. You're coming in, taking over a bunch of players that you don't know much about, and Leeds are breaking forward. And James,
what did you think about his comments about Stewie Dallas being a legend?
Yeah, well, I mean, he's part of the championship winning side, isn't he? So I get that, and he's made a bit of a. I think what he's doing is trying to have a positive narrative there, isn't he? And get the players thinking positive, trying to build the confidence. Even if they are having a poor game, he isn't going to tell them that was a poor game. He's going to tell them and highlight the positive stuff. And then later on, or as the week progresses, try and work on areas that of weakness or areas where he feels that that player shouldn't be doing those things. And it's about it daft as it sounds, Stu. It's player education, isn't it? Yeah. What in other professions, there's this term called CPD, continuous professional development. And there's no player out there who shouldn't be discounting that as a way for them to develop and improve. There's always room for improvement in the game, and certain areas you might think, well, yeah, I'm perfect at that, and then you work on the weaknesses, and then other parts of the game fall off. It could be heading, could be chest control, drag, touch, flicks, that kind of thing. Vision, of course, vision plays a vital part if the vision's not right, especially long vision. If you're looking at playing long balls, that's a lovely bit of play between Somerville into Rutter. And Rutter plays it down the line into Somerville, but Somerville has a lot of work to do there. He couldn't really get much on that, but he's won a corner for Leeds United. And that was a nice sharp bit turn of pace from Leeds, got from the halfway line up the Watford half of the pitch, but that ball wasn't great from Rutter to Somerville, but left Somerville with a lot of work to do. I'm sure he didn't intend that, and it's Somerville to take the corner kick from the far side. He goes over, claps at the crowd.
Blackburn have equalised against Ipswich. It's 1-1.
Wow.
Right,
it's a long ball in to the back post, fisted away by the keeper. And Leeds have got a throw in. It's 20 yards up the touchline. Shackleton into Strout, throws it backwards over to the halfway line. Liam Cooper plays it all the way back to Ilian Meslier, and Leeds play out from the back and try and build again. What a waste, Stu.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand it.
Is it keeping possession, Stuart, or do you think it's, is it a waste and you just think, well, everybody's up in 18-yard box, toss a ball in there and see what happens? Hopefully there's somebody there.
You know, there's always a chance that you playing it
Kamara.
backwards, forwards. There we go. That right.
Yeah.
So you see, he's been cut out. It's been cut out.
Yeah.
So we you know, if we'd
Oh.
have played it forward, Gary, we might like this now. We might have won it back high up the pitch, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, instead of risking losing it near his own bloody penalty box. And
Yeah.
I just look. This is how I get it that this is how top teams play, but
Yeah.
we're not. We're a championship side where we're in a division where you're fighting for everything.
Yeah.
You haven't got we haven't got the luxury players where we can expect us to go back to front again.
Lovely quick passage from Leeds into Joe Piroe, but Piroe can't get hold of it, and he turns and Backman's picks it up. It wasn't a great, nice little bit of quick passing from Leeds. And Stu, is it me or does the grass look long?
Yeah, it does. It does. It looks longer. Yeah, it's longer. It's a lot longer.
Rutter, that was terrible. Wasn't a great shot from Rutter.
I wonder if that's because we had the habit of overeating this passing.
It looks a bit longer, does the grass? It'll be interesting if we go back to a couple of games and seeing if that's visually noticeable. I don't know if someone's just knocked at my door. It could be the laundry fairy.
Right, well, do you want to get yourself up and I'll keep that on check for you.
Let's have a look. Oh, Dan James! Oh,
Come at him with some paste, innit?
yeah. There's no way he's going to get that.
We're hurrying him. And we're making mistakes. Well, thank you.
Oh, Somerville. He's getting loads of space, but it's quickly closed down by Watford.
See,
Martins is getting
forward. We put Watford under pressure.
Yeah, and then, Martins and Somerville out. Martins and
boots down Watford player.
Yeah.
See, if you throw it forward, if you throw it towards your opponent's penalty box, you're facing them, and you've got a better chance of getting a shot away, creating something from it. But when you keep throwing it backwards to his own penalty area, you're losing that momentum.
Like Kamara's had a good few touches.
We're passing it around at back.
Yeah. Come on, Leeds.
It's good. I bet it's gone forward, but then he goes back. So we've gone all the way back to Misley.
Yeah.
It's so annoying. It's so annoying. I mean, I get it that we come forward pretty quick, but we don't need to be putting ourselves in any risk of giving away a ball in a dangerous area.
A sloppy back pass or whatever, a mistake. Yeah. And I mean, we've seen a couple of those already, I think, this year, haven't we, Stuart? With what's his name? Somerville. Oh, Somerville and Rutter, a bit of miscommunication there up front. The Cody Drama one is the one that sticks out for me. And he got, by the time he pulled the ball down, got it under control, he turns in to try and play a pass back to Meslier, and he undercooks it, and he ends up straight away. It ends up putting us in a lot of bother.
Well, if you watched the game yesterday, on Thursday, West Ham played the Champions Europa League game at London Stadium, and James Ward-Prowse passed the ball back. It was in its own half. He passed it back to Ogbonna, who's
Yeah.
West Brom centre back. He slipped.
Yeah.
Couldn't get to the ball. Opponent got in front of him. He fell to the ground, and they went on to score.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was needless. It didn't need to be passed back.
I mean, these are some of the,
Forward.
I mean, these are some of the things that we were told about when we were 9, 10 year old. You know, don't play it across your back line.
Yeah.
Don't play it back to the keeper. The only direction you should be playing that ball is forward, and that's it. Because if you do any of those other two passes and it goes wrong, you're asking for trouble. And yet we see it in pro level football, Stu. It beggars belief. Dan James on the ball. There's nobody with him, just Rutter on the outside, but he slips. Piroe into Rutter, and Rutter smashes it into the net, but he's offside. But it might be a bit. It's a questionable one.
Yeah,
everybody's slipping everywhere, Stuart. I mean, have they got? Are they wearing? Are they wearing slippers or are they wearing football boots? These players. He runs off. Yeah, he runs offside there. He's offside when that ball's played. Yep.
It's miles offside.
Miles off.
Ipswich are 2-1 up now.
Wow. Another ding dong battle for Ipswich. I tell you what, they get involved in some games, don't they? Ipswich do.
Yeah,
James.
They're going to be difficult to catch if they keep going where they're going.
Yeah. Leeds just struggling with the quality in the final third. I think is the best way at the moment. We've had one disallowed.
I think we're going to score any time now. You know, I think we're going to get a goal.
Well,
yeah,
I think
we're on top of them. We're on top of them, Gary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll score.
Rutter past this player, and it's not a great ball forward from Rutter, unfortunately. It's cut out by Watford, and they're back in the back. Ball's collected. It's now all the way back up with Pascal Stroud, back in the deep in our own half. So to the halfway line, Stroud. He's looking for a pass, and it's a poor effort from Pascal Stroud. Because he was looking inside, and then he's looking outside. He's looking inside and outside again, and you know, inside is the best option. There's only Shackleton outside, and he plays this ball. Shackleton has to be 10 foot, 15 foot tall to get anywhere near it. And there we go. Haaland heads ruthless Manchester City 2-0 up against Nottingham Forest is the headline so far. And Erling is doing the business, dismantling Nottingham Forest, which is a good thing for my FPL. I haven't had much time to analyse that yet this week. And elsewhere, we've got Purdue. That was a lovely bit of play. Yeah.
Well, we'll cut that ball out really well.
Yeah. Palace, Fulham 0-0, Luton, Wolves 0-0, Brentford, Everton play later, Burnley, Man United. That's an 8 PM kickoff in the UK. That's 2 AM here? I'd like to watch that because I think that'll be that. Oh, there's a free kick appeal. And a couple of Leeds players have gone over to talk to the referee about that.
The referee's not having any of it.
He's not going anywhere in Somerville there, though, is he?
He was looking for it.
I think referee says he's looking for it. Yeah, he's looking for it. It's too obvious. I'm literally on the BBC website, Stu. There's literally no coverage. It just says updates to follow shortly.
Wow.
Rutter and Kamara, and the referee's asking the players just to calm it down a little bit. A couple of challenges flying in. Somerville is there or thereabouts. It's a little niggle from Kamara, and other player, it's Loser starts digging back at Kamara. Referee's not happy about it. I think he's given Watford a free kick. Yeah, he has. And they start bringing the ball away now. Martins tries to make a bit of progress up the pitch, but Leeds snuff out the danger. Ethan Ampadu picks it up. Lovely ball from Rutter into Somerville, but the keeper comes scrambling for it, and Bookman kicks it away. Leeds are really getting stuck into Watford at the minute. Watford are struggling. They don't really have the answers, Stuart. I mean, they look like they're a big athletic team, but Leeds. Oh, and Shackleton's let his man go there.
That's
Dan James. It is. It's Dan James, I think, Stu. Yeah, it is.
Dan James. Wow.
Dan James.
James, you got to watch your runners, mate. You got to go with your runners.
There's a little runner going in there into 18-yard box. It's Andrews, I think, Stu. Yeah, it is. He was unmarked there. Went in behind everybody else. Martins into Rajvic, and it's a bad pass from Rajvic. Leeds pick up the possession again, and the possession stats and numbers so far, Stu, are unbelievable. I'm going to tell you a bit about those. 67% Leeds, 33 Watford, 6 shots for Leeds, 1 for Watford, 3 shots on target for Leeds, 0 for Watford. And it's all Leeds at the moment. That tells you the story of what's going on this match. There's not very much from Watford, but Leeds United, the one stat they are lacking is the end product stat, and it's still 0-0, folks.
We still haven't been clinical, have we?
We've had not been clinical. We've had a couple of good chances. One disallowed, of course, that was offside from Rutter. 25 minutes and or 26 minutes coming up on the clock at the moment. So yeah, it's a difficult one for Leeds. They're just lacking that bit of efficiency, as I think Farker would say, Stu.
Well,
Ampadu into Rutter. And it's Somerville into Chris Somerville, and Somerville tries to pass it into the net, but it's a nice save from Bookman. Again, he just tries to jab at it with the outside of his boot. There's not much more he can do with it. Somerville, in all fairness, he's getting hassled by the defenders, and he's literally just trying to pass it with the outside of his boot into the net, and it's an ideal height for the keeper. Rutter. That was lovely from Rutter. He goes down under a challenge, and Rutter is rolling on the floor. And the referee's not happy about that. It's Sariella who's conceded it, and Rutter's holding his shoulder. He's landed a bit awkwardly. It's his left shoulder that Rutter's holding there. Lovely bit of skill from Rutter there. Takes 2 or 3 players out.
It genuinely looked. Oh, it did land awkward, Gary. I think I might have put out, you know.
And it's Serralta who's brought him down. I mean, Rutter kind of run into him. But yeah, Somerville, why didn't he just stick his left peg through that instead of trying to stab it with right boot into net? It's just perfect for keeper to get to it. He can't really get much power on it. It's more of a pass, and Rutter is down getting treatment at the moment, and it sounds like it could be probably. Let's hope it's just a winding, and it's a bit winded, and that's it. And let's hope it's.
His shoulder.
Stuart thinks it could be a pop shoulder. If it is,
I think so.
I think that'll be his day done. I think, Stuart.
He's definitely done some damage to that shoulder. Yeah, he's shaking his head. It's not comfortable at all. Quick update on scores. Ipswich are now 3-1 up.
Wow.
How we beat that team, I'll never know.
Who's that? Sorry, Stuart. Oh, Ipswich. How we beat them?
Yeah.
Well, we were all over them.
He's going to go for drink from a bottle. He's managed to take the lid off of the Lucas with his hand. He'll be fine. You can
Bit of
take the lid
Lucas.
off of a Lucas bottle.
A bit of Lucas Aid down. Get magic sponge on him and get him back on that field. Somerville whips one in with his right foot. Defended by Watford. The answer is punt it as high as you can and concede a corner ball. It's a good bit of defending, really, Stuart. I think Route 1 defending.
Could have gone anywhere, couldn't it?
Ampadu's trying to get. I think Ampadu's trying to get Rutter to come back on the pitch. He is, and trying to get the ref to acknowledge that. And ref wanted the corner to be taken. He was talking about time wasting, but anyway, corner's taken. Somerville. Dad James can't pull it down fast enough and volley it. Kamara into Ethan Ampadu. He just scoops it back into Strauch. Cooper over to Glenn Kamara. Cooper points back.
All the way back in his own half.
Yeah.
Drives you insane, man.
Leeds build again. Somerville should have popped that forward a bit quicker into Dad James. Dad James crosses it into Piroe, and Shackleton's in the way of Piroe.
Oh God. Tackled him, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Cabbage.
Nice bit of...
better staying off a pitch.
Glenn Kamara, I can hear Lee chuckling away in the back. Chat, let us know first scorer for Leeds. Are we going to get a scorer today?
We have to.
There's a foul, and it's Rajovic on Liam Cooper by the look of it on the far side. Rajovic, the number 9 for Watford. He's just gone straight through Coops there, straight into his ankle. That's a bad one on the back of his ankle, is that? Or straight down to Achilles, is it? It might be not as bad as what Cooper makes out. I think there's a bit of gamesmanship from Cooper there to win the free kick from Leeds. But anyway, we move on.
The word shithousery.
Yeah, Somerville tosses it in.
Shithousery or whatever it is.
Yeah,
shithousery. Fouled by Leeds player this time.
Yeah.
Been a bit of niggly fouls going off in this game, Gary.
It's a tough game, Stu, isn't it? I mean, I can't believe it's 30. I mean, it feels like 2 minutes, Stu, that we've been playing it. It's actually 30 odd.
Yeah.
And it's flown by, hasn't it? I mean, it's an enjoyable game to watch, but still no end product from Leeds. No, nothing from Watford just yet. Good bit of challenging there from and Rajovic again. It's a high foot, I think, on Liam Cooper. Coops is claiming he's been hit in the head, I think, with the boot there as he's gone down to win that header. And
he's on his final warning.
His boot is literally as high as his shoulder. Rajovic, and it's straight in Cooper's face. And the referee's not even treated it as a head injury or anything, told him to go off. He's just told him to play on.
Come on, Leeds, what are we doing?
Cooper and that's a bad back pass. Cooper and Somerville there. I think, was it Kamara? I think there. Really,
Kamara had to rush back to get the ball.
Strange back pass that, wasn't it? Between the two players, and they had quite a few yards to get to it. James Piroe tries to go through the middle, but he's having his arm pulled. Piroe, Martins, Rutter, and apparently Rutter's been caught in the face. He might be complaining of a head injury. Just going to have a look at that. Or he's certainly having a chat to the referee. He's holding his chin. Is Rutter, maybe he's got a dislocated jaw. It's a bit of a battle, isn't it, this show?
Yeah, I'm loving it, though, Gary. I'm loving it.
Yeah, come on, Leeds.
Get into him, yeah. Come on. But I don't like this going backwards, Gary. I've said it a
No,
million times now. It
we're going
frightens me.
back a lot. It's all about possession, isn't it? Byram tries to click one in over the top to Somerville, but he can't bring it down off his chest. It's gone for a Leeds throw in. Into Somerville, the throw in from Byram, but Somerville concedes a throw in. It's gone for a Watford throw in now, I believe. And Leeds.
It's getting a bit sloppy at late. It's getting a bit sloppy these last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Leeds getting a bit sloppy. It's getting a bit. It's becoming a bit of a tough. It's a tough game. Leeds just struggling to find that opening bit of glory. That's a nice bit of work from Jamie Shackleton. He's going down the right hand side. He's looking to make a cross, but there's nobody deep in for him. He's looking and he carries it anyway. Piroe, and he's trying to find Byram, but he's deflected. It's gone for a corner ball. Leeds United putting the pressure on again. Corner ball this time on the far side. It's the east stand side. As we're looking, and there's a challenge on Coney on Kamara, I think. Cree Somerville whips one in. It's deep. It's Ethan Abenu's been whacked on the head by the keeper, I think. Dan James plays it back in. Kamara, Byram, Somerville on the far side. Little ball on the inside to Strout. Strout looking for Piroe. Shackleton, Piroe. Piroe's deep here. He needs to get up into that 18-yard box. Big guy like him is no use there, is he, Stu?
So I was frightened when I saw team use. I thought, why aren't we?
There's a shot from Somerville. It's 24, 25 yards out. It's very central. It's nice for the keeper. It's not enough power on it. And Stu. So Piroe is making those late runs, isn't he? I think.
I just don't like where he's playing, Gary. He's not been productive where he is. You know,
No.
He's a goal machine. It's a goal machine. You know, we're playing Rutter further up top. It don't make sense. Don't make sense to me. I mean, look, I ain't got a problem with Rutter and Piroe playing, but switch them round.
Yeah. There's a ball forward to Ragovic, but Sam Byram's got him for pace there, wins the ball. Somerville into Kamara. Kamara away to Rutter, but plays the ball. Piroe. Oh, that's a lovely ball from Piroe. And it's Dan James, and he's shouldered in the back just as he's about to strike. He's looking for a penalty.
Goal kick.
And I think the referee says that that's a goal kick. But I mean, just as he's about to strike, he gets a hard shoulder in the back. No attempt to win the ball from the defender. And to me, I think that's a clear penalty, Stu.
Let's have a look at this again. I mean, it's a beautiful ball by Piroe. But look how far back he is when he played that ball. He was in his own half.
Just as he's about to strike through the ball and roll into the back.
I thought Dan James were going down before he got touched.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a clear penalty, that, mate. I think the more you look at that, is because his striking leg is just about to go for the ball, and I think that's what Farker sees. I don't see any reason for Dan James to go down there. I think they've got away with one there of Watford, Stu. And even the Leeds crowd, even Tony Dorigo's got. I mean, totally unbiased Tony Dorigo even comments it should be a penalty. But he's not happy at all with the level of refereeing in Dorigo so far during this game. He's made a couple of comments.
We never have blue referees at Ellen Road. Never.
Nobody's happy, no. I'll tell you what, mate. If that decision were at Old Trafford and we happen to be Man United, that'd be a stonewall, mate. That'd be stonewall, 100% penalty. without a shadow of a doubt in my mind, that's a penalty. Piroe going straight through the middle into Dan James. Dan James tried to find a cross, but he just can't. Bit bad from Dan James. I can see why people get frustrated with Dan James sometimes. Final ball. But his pace is what he's there for. Piroe, little niggly foul there on Martins, and I don't know what's happened there. I think it's Rutter. I think he's booked Rutter or Piroe. It looks like it's Jorginho. The ball's been. They've tried retaking it again. Referee wasn't prepared, and there's a bit of controversy, a bit of chaos going on here. So Rutter gets. I think Piroe gets the yellow card for the foul. Rutter's nowhere near there at that point, so I don't know. And I'll just say this: Daniel Farke is absolutely livid in this technical area. He's jumping up and down, and he's not happy with the officiating at all at the moment. And I imagine that it's one decision after another that they see that is wrong, and it's in the favour of Watford in their half. And Byram, a nice little bit of last-ditch defending there into Kamara. That was good from Byram to not concede that corner ball. And it is confirmed Jorginho Rutter has got a yellow card for that. So I think there's 2 yellows there, Stu. But we're going to get that cleared up, and we'll let you know, chat, if we have any news on either of those.
Byram's about to take this throwing.
Yeah.
Who'll be happier with this first half so far, Gary?
I think they'll be happier, Stu, at the minute because they haven't conceded. I think they'll be happy that they haven't conceded. They've done enough to keep us out. They're winning. They've won a couple of decisions. They've had what I would say is a stonewall penalty. They've got away with that. We could be in for another one of these frustrating 0-0 afternoons, Stu, at this rate. Speaking of which, it's 0-0 Leicester-Bristol, Ipswich 3, Blackburn 1, Middlesbrough 0, Southampton 1, Plymouth 2, Norwich 0. That's a big result. Plymouth and Norwich there, Stuart. So a big scoreline, isn't it? Rotherham, Hermione, if she's here, she'll be happy about that. They're beating Preston 1-0, Stu. That's a massive result. If that, that could upset the apple cart at the top of the league. Swansea won Sheffield Wednesday 0, and finally a Watford player's got a yellow card. West Brom 0, Millwall 0. So some big results, big score lines there at the minute. Preston not doing the business away, and it's Andrews who's got a foul against Liam Cooper, I believe. I mean,
the biggest cheer at day.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few decisions there, Stu. There's that high boot case against that player on Liam Cooper. That should have been a yellow card. There's another foul on Cooper. I mean, their number 9 should really have had a red card by now, Stu.
2 yellows, definitely.
Should have been a second yellow, should that? And a penalty. I'm not saying Watford are a dirty side or it's been a dirty game at all, by no means. But I mean, some of the challenges flying in at times are, well worthy of yellow cards at the minute. It's not a dirty game, I wouldn't say, and I wouldn't say that they're a dirty side. But I think it's just, I don't know. The referee may be trying to just keep the game under control a little bit. So far, it's confirmed Rutter and Andrews are the only 2 players on yellow cards, but certainly should have been a lot more dished out.
Well, if Rodon got sent off for 2 yellow cards against Hull, they're nothing compared to the tackles I've seen today and challenges.
Oh yeah. Some of these are utterly. I mean, there's one there on Kamara, and finally the referee's given a free kick for that to shove in the back on Kamara. And it's starting to get really, really scrappy this year, isn't it?
Messy. It's really messy, mate. It really is. It's been stop-start for the last 15 minutes. What started as a quite exciting half has just turned into a bit of a scrap. And ball goes well defended. I guess this is why we don't put many crosses in box, because we just can't get. We can't challenge the size of some of these centre backs. It's too tall.
Well, we can't if we don't have Piroe in there. Piroe up there. He's a big guy, isn't he? But he's not. He's dropping deep, and you'd think that he'll be ideal target man. But Piroe into Shackleton, nice little bit of, but he's lost the ball to Lewis, and it's getting scrapped out now at the corner flag there. Rutter's there, and that's a bad bit of control from Rutter. Concedes a goal kick.
Oh, by Rutter, 3 minutes injury time.
And the Aussie Slayer, Stu, one of yours, is it? One of your regulars? No, hello, Aussie Slayer. You're in the wrong channel, mate. 0-0. We're watching Leeds United versus Watford. 3 minutes at a time confirmed, folks. 3 minutes at a time confirmed. I'm going to hand over to Stu at half time while I go get a refill. And I've got some nice dark mint chocolate today, Stu.
Oh yeah, very nice.
So I might be helping myself to some of that in second half. Nice investment for £4. Yeah, looks like it's winding down this match now. There's a really long ball upwards up to the Leeds half, and it's conceded a Leeds United throw in. Where's the ball boys, Stuart? None of ball boys acted there, did they? Or ball girls. I mean, we've got to be gender neutral these days, I suppose. Or ball people. Ball recovery agents.
Ball fetchers.
Ball fetchers, aye.
Can't say that nowadays, though, can you? Because you might it might be known as being too what's the word?
There's an offside conceded there by Watford. Yeah.
We're needing the ball boy. Yeah. Yeah, bring James Milner back as a ball boy.
Long ball. Up to Sam Byram, but Byram's got nobody to hit, and he's under pressure. He's managed to win a throw in Sam Byram. Kamara. Ampadu. Oh, Ampadu tries to play a little ball in, but it's cut out, and that was a nice little ball, but unfortunately couldn't get into it.
Leeds got a feeling like Leeds might score it, yeah?
I hope your feeling's right, Lee. I hope so. I've always got a sneaky feeling, Lee, but Piroe into Somerville, but Somerville just can't get it. They're just awkward and they're in the way. Lovely play from Ethan Ampadu. And there's another foul, and the referees let another foul, 2 fouls go there. And it's Dan James who's just been battered there from, I think looks like it's Loser who's done it. And he gets double teamed there. Dan James stood on the boot, I think. Yes, stood on the boot and then smashed it, pushed over by his in the face. And yet another yellow card completely ignored by the referee. Tossed into the far
mate.
post, into Liam Cooper. Keeper comes and flaps at it, Piroe, but referee says it's gone out for a goal kick, but actually no, it isn't. It's half time.
Half time.
Dear me. Stu, frustrated half.
Really frustrating half, Gary. Really. I've just heard a commentator say, how on earth are Leeds United not in front? The problem with that, Gary, is we're not in front because we haven't put ball in back at net. It's us who, it's down to us why we're not in front.
Yeah. I think, Rutter's had one disallowed. It was clearly offside. An absolute, what I would consider a stonewall penalty that if it were Old Trafford and we were called Man United, 100% certainty in my mind it's a penalty all day long, and they get it. Unfortunately, the referee doesn't see it that way. The referee's let a lot slip. We talked a bit about an iffy refereeing performance at Hull, and he came under fire. The man there in charge came under fire over the road, an incident, and getting a red card. Trust me, chat, that's nothing compared to what we've seen here. It's not really been a dirty game, but I mean the challenges are flying in certainly from the Watford side of things. Rutter's having to dig deep. He's getting a bit frustrated with it all. He's putting himself about a bit, and the referee certainly could have dished out 5 or 6 yellow cards easily there, and possibly even a red, Stuart.
Well, yeah, if Rodon's sending off against Hull were really a sending off, he should have been a straight red card for that boot in his face and that other tackle he made and all. Same player, and he didn't get booked for either.
Yeah, we're talking about the challenges on Liam Cooper by the number 9 chat, just in case you're wondering. Liam Cooper's been the subject of a bit of a rough time from Rajovic. It's the number 9 for Watford, and honestly, I thought, we haven't seen her. Stu, am I still connected here? Am I still moving according to you or not?
No, you stopped. You froze.
Is my camera frozen?
Yeah.
Camera's still connected though, so I don't know what's going on. Stu, can I put you in charge?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, of course you can.
All right, okay. Until I sort this out, mate.
All right, mate.
There you go. On your trot.
Yeah. So League first half, mate. Actually, we've done. Do you want to read some match? Do you want to spin around and read some match stats out? Okay. Come on, mate. You read some match stats. Right, Rich. Let me come over a bit more. There you go, mate. Get yourself in. There you go. Right, Leeds United stats. Total shots, 8. To Leeds, how many? 1. Watford, how many on target? What? On target? 5 Leeds and none for Watford. So we've had 5 shots on target, but haven't scored any. Right. Was it? No. Their cards, 1 each. Right. What about possession? Possession. Can you find it? Possession 274. That's passing. Possession is where it says there. Look, possession. Well, 61% Leeds and 39% Watford. Right. So with a Morot ball, it's just been poor. It's just been very poor. One offside. One offside, yeah. Leeds. None for one offside for Watford as well. And corners, 3 corners. This is the penalty shot they're showing now. I thought Dan James led into. Right, so Michael Bridges has said that it wasn't a penalty. Dan James played into him. So, there you go. Just showing you Rutter chance again. Early into first half. Rutter should have got shot away. Should have scored, mate. Should have done better than that. So, how are we not winning this? I mean, what WTF is? It's every keeper that comes here as a wonder. So frustrating it's beyond belief. He hasn't had to do much really. Standard saves, good eye, and more straight at him. Yes, that's so. It's look, we can complain all we like as Leeds United fans. We can complain all we like about, how aren't we not winning this? We're not winning it because we haven't put the ball back at net. It's as simple as that. It's not like we scored goals and they've all been given us offsides when they haven't been offside. We haven't been clinical enough.
Right, this is our chance so far. In the Premier League, Crystal Palace 0, Fulham 0, Luton 0, Wolves 0. Apparently, Wolves are 10 of damn pitch.
Is that only 2 games that are on the Premier League today?
Man City 2-0 up.
Right.
Against Nottingham Forest. In the Championship, Ipswich 3, Blackburn Rovers 1, Leeds 0, Watford 0, Leicester City 0, Bristol City 0, Middlesbrough 1, Southampton 1, Plymouth 4, Norwich 0, Rotherham 0, 1, Preston 1, Sheffield, Swansea City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and Rutland 0 at a time.
That's it. Thank you, mate. For all the local fans who are listening, how are Bradford City doing?
Bradford City winning 3-1.
Thank you very much, Lee.
Against Newport.
So then, Lee,
Yeah.
what can we take from that game? Why am I feeling really annoyed about that game?
I don't know.
I just don't think we've done enough.
Or we can make some changes in the second half. I want to see. I want to see.
So yeah, look, as it stands, we're the lead table now. As it stands, Lee.
We are in the table. We're currently sitting ninth.
LUTV keeps crashing on you. Yeah, sometimes it does that, doesn't it? Just a Leeds. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, just a Leeds. So Leeds are currently sitting ninth. Right, fair enough.
Don't worry, just a Leeds thing. I don't know if. Sorry, Stu. Just a Leeds thing. My camera's crashing on me, mate. I don't know what's going on. It's getting so bad that I might even have to go to the laptop camera, and I don't really want that. I didn't know if you know, Stu. Just a Leeds thing. He's nice lad, nice channel over there. Have you seen it?
No, I didn't even know he had a channel.
No, he's got a good channel. A lot of content going on there as well. So,
Right. Well, we're live. I will go check him out and give him a subscription. Just Leeds thing. Just a Leeds thing. Here we go. You've subscribed to it, just the Leeds thing. You still there, Gary?
Wait, I am here, Stu. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Let me try and get you back on there, right?
Just subscribe to you, just the Leeds thing.
Yeah, you want to share content, Stu? Could just have a look at a couple of videos. Yeah, no problem. We're going to add you. He's just broken 2,000 sub barrier, Stu. This last week, so
congratulations.
There's a huge congratulations, and get yourself over there, chat, if you haven't subbed already. But we don't think we've got many in, but I believe there's a 2,000 subscriber giveaway going on over on that channel, and it's 2 shirts, 2 first team shirts. So if you're in the market for a new Leeds shirt, get yourself in the entry, get yourself in the draw. He's got plenty going on, and hopefully you'll win it. One of you will win it. Hermione, I don't know if you're subbed over there, just a Leeds thing, but he's got. I know you're after a shirt. He's got 2 shirts to give away, and follow what he says. If you want to come on, just a Leeds thing, you could tell us how to win this shirt, or if you want to share the screen and as you're looking at the thing. I don't know why my camera isn't working, man. Do you want to be my marketing manager? I'll try my best.
Lisa, my son should subscribe to as well, just a Leeds thing. Just check for the FPL, and Lee needs to let them know. We'll do that. They will send a reset to the registered address. That's brilliant. Yes. It may complicate. So if the new team is the same email, no, it's not a mine. It's not. It's a different email. We have to set up a brand new email address. So yes, thank you, Amani, love. But he said that's correct. 2 lucky winners. Cheers. But he said just explaining the message. Thanks, Amani, my lovely. Much appreciated. Bless you. Gary, you want to be my marketing manager? Laughing at it.
We're always in the market for jobs, aren't we, Stu? Plenty of things for us to do.
Trying to welcome Lee. He's been getting hold of FPL for you, Lee. What do you say to Amani?
Just a lead thing. Do you want to come on and just tell us a bit about how you can win this shirt? How folk can win this shirt? Or do you want to come and join us? Because I think you have done a watch along. You did do a watch along last week, didn't you? You're not doing one today. I don't know if I can send you. I don't know if I can send. You see, I don't want to put a link out in open. But if you look on the About tab and drop me an email, I'll send you straight back the link if you want to join. If you want to come on and tell us, lufcwa@gmail.com for me. I think, is that right? Let me have a look. Hold on a second. lufcwa@gmail.com. Just drop me a blank message or something like that. Just say, in subject line, put competition, and I'll just send you a reply back with a link. And if you want to join us, come and say hello, introduce yourself to our community. There's not many people in here at the minute, but it is growing. It can be growing at any time. We are doing giveaways and stuff on here as well, but occasionally. Let's have a look. Oh, hang on. Emma says that there's been a global outage on the Leeds stream, so some people might not be able to, or quite a lot of viewers were affected by the LUTV stream. So I think the club are going to probably put something out about that over next, or certainly after game. Whether we get a free game out of them next week, or next game, I don't know. That'd be good, wouldn't it, Stu? I wish someone could just come and fix my camera, to be honest with you. That's all I want. Let's have a look. There we go, folks. So we're there. Now, let's have a look. Yeah, this is the only camera that's working at the minute. It's the laptop camera, so sorry about that. 3 changes to report for Watford, I believe, and that is happening now. Tom Ince is off.
Yep.
And Deli Bashira is coming on for him. Yeah, that's it. If you want to come on and join us, buddy, drop me an email, luftwa@gmail.com, and I'll send you a link.
Evening, Adam. Hope you're doing well,
Hello,
mate.
Adam. Good afternoon. Good evening. Can't join right now, mate, but yeah, did mate. Right, okay, I wanted it to, but LUFC, yes, keeps crashing, right, yes, so there we go. Emma's just mentioned about that. Hopefully you get a free next match out of them. That'd be nice.
Adam thinks that Piroe and Rutter are doing well.
Yeah. Well, that's generally the feeling, isn't it? Or not the feeling here, but they've not done too bad, have they? But Rutter's a little bit, I don't know.
Piroe's not been involved as much as I'd like him to be involved.
No, he's definitely deep, isn't he? I'd certainly like to see him getting up in between these two centre backs and knocking them about a bit, Stu. But that seems to be the Rutter job at the moment. But hopefully Farker swaps that around a bit. I think Piroe's much more skillful on ball and stuff like that. So I think he's generally a better player. He's certainly a better finisher, isn't he? And of course, if I'm trying to re-establish, in case you're wondering, I'm trying to re-establish connection with my camera, but I can't guarantee if that's going to happen or not. It's funny how everything's working fine and then suddenly things just stop working, isn't it, Stu? Is it just me, or does anybody else have these problems?
Yeah.
Live streaming's not easy, mate, I'll tell you. It definitely isn't. So yeah, just confirmation of those subs. Deli shoes come on for. Is it Tom Ince? Is that Paul Ince's son then, Stu?
Yeah, Tom Ince. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Right. Bandy is here. Hello, Bandy. It is as is customary this season. We're on top, but we're not scoring. Maybe we could get 4 or 5 in the second half. Even a 1-0 would be nice. Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Bandy. Rodri's got a red card for City, pushing a player over. Oh my god! Long ball forward for Leeds, but there's Piroe's not going to get there. It's gone for a Watford throw in.
Once you're red for City pushing a player over. Wow.
Preston have equalised apparently against Rotherham as well, so they must have got one just before half time. It's still half time there apparently, so that's a massive fixture, isn't it? Leeds should be over the line by now. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know either. But if you want to, just a quick one because we've got a few new people coming in to chat. If you want to win a Leeds United shirt, get yourself over to Just a Leeds Things channel. He's commented there, and he's got 2 shirts to give away. Leeds United shirts, first team shirts. Go over there, subscribe, have a watch of a couple of the latest videos. He tells you how to do it. He's going to hopefully he might type it in the chat what people have to do if they want to win those shirts. Of course, I know Hermione wants a shirt.
Right.
Wolves are 1-0 up with 10 men. Neto scored. Wow. And there's a foul here in the middle of the park, and it's Ampadu. And it looks like, is it one at new subs? No, it isn't.
Yeah, it's Ampadu. Ampadu's. Have you noticed something with Ampadu though? He's always down.
Yeah.
Every game he goes down, doesn't he? And it looks like he's really, really hurt, but then he gets up again.
He gets up. Bit of Welsh rock, that boy. It's the number 19 who's down for it's Piroe who's down for Watford. He's up now though. They're limping around a bit, the pair of them. Uza takes the free kick, and Ampadu's blasted it up in the air, and Somerville's trying to get to it, but he's not going to win that. Liam Cooper into Piroe. Kamara and Somerville over to try and win the ball, but Kamara's gone down and he's lost it. And Bayo's going to the line now. He's trying to cross one in, but he's got to get around Sam Byron, and he doesn't. Blasts it at Byram, and there's a throw in.
So is it possible for a couple of please? Well, we're back. We're back. Sorry about that, everyone. Shirley Ann's just been dropped off.
You got a little one with you?
Yeah, Shirley Ann. Baby's time. What's it about?
Right, yeah. Managed to switch the camera over. It's relit the burners inside the camera. Camera's working all right now, so that's good news. I think they take a bit of hammer these DSLR cameras, don't they? But as for me, bit of a problem. Rutter tries to flick one on into Piroe there. Piroe's got a bit more advanced at the minute, Stu, and Somerville goes down under a challenge. He's trying to cut inside, and it's Sir Alter who's done it, and the referee's... Is he going to go for a yellow card? A different camera angle from the south stand at last. Sir Alter who walks away from the incident, and the referee doesn't seem to be booking him. I mean, Somerville's gone kind of looking for that, but he's won it anyway. I'm not bothered. For about time we had some sort of decision in our way. Folks, hold on tight. This could be a Leeds goal. It's in a really good position just on the edge of the 18-yard box, right on the corner. Whipped in by Somerville. And it goes through everybody's legs, and it's gone out, and Watford just do anything to scramble it away. And Leeds win a corner.
Come on, Leeds.
There's a deflection, and it goes underneath Liam Cooper's legs. And it fools everybody, and Watford managed just to clear the line and concede a corner ball. Somerville tries to... Dan James it's headed out. Dan James has a volley, but it's headed out. Byron Leeds still up into this final third. Sam Byron is really, really putting the yards in. He's Sam Byron. And he's trying to get... And Sam Byron's having a real game. He could be man of match for me, I think, at the minute, Stu.
Yeah, he's on left and on right. He's all over, isn't he?
He's all over the place. The yardage is covering today. Stu, has Lee joined by Lee? Yes or no yet? Let me know.
I think that I'll touch you about FPL on FPL show, mate. Throwing for Watford.
Yeah. Oof.
Zickle, innit?
Calvin Phillips is on for Manchester City.
Well, Rodgers been sent off, hasn't
Yeah, Somerville. Oh, and he's brought down again. There's another foul. And the referee is not. It's Andrews who's committed the foul, and he's on a yellow card. And he's clipping and pulling at his shirt, and he's, oh my God. They're pulling on his arm, and he's gone down, and Leeds fans are getting really impatient with this referee. I think Stewart.
Yeah,
Somerville.
He's going to whip this ball in again, isn't he? Big lads are in there, Byram's in there, Stroke's in there, Cooper's in there, Piroe's in there.
And Somerville gets the signal, he whips this one in. It's gone. I think he went directly for goal, but I mean, there were plenty of whip on that ball. It looked like it. I thought, how's that angle happened? How's the ball flown away at that angle? Has it actually hit that first man? Weird. But Watford are trying to play out, and Leeds are on top of them, completely on top of them. But they're now advancing up the pitch at the edge of the 18-yard box. Andrews tries to whip it in across the 18-yard box again, but it's cleared. And and there's 3 Watford players here, and Leeds are getting overloaded at the back. They need to be careful. Piroe loses out. Loser whips one in, and Ilya Meslier takes one stride forward and catches it before it gets to the back post. It's a nice little bit of goalkeeping from Meslier, because he's not. I can't recall him ever doing anything during this game. Can you? Sure.
He actually caught.
And the ball's an overhit ball into Jorginho Rutter, but he manages to keep it in. But I think he's gone for offside. It's offside. So yeah, hey Adam, hello, lots of hellos in the chat. It's nice to see everybody saying hello and everything. Avinder's joined us now, so good afternoon to you, Avinder. I hope you're enjoying the match, and you can join us in for the rest of this game. Stuart will be out over on his channel afterwards. I think you're doing a post-match reaction. Is that right? Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
I'm gonna. Yeah, when I finish with this, watch it game with you, mate. I'm going to have something to eat, then I'm going to do a post-match.
That's it. Leeds knocking it about dangerously at the back. Meslier gets away with one, and Strauch into Meslier. Meslier now changes direction, plays one into Somerville, who's come deep to try and pick up the ball. Leeds, not much movement up front for Ilya Meslier. He's not knocking it long. And instead, they're trying to play out from the back. But Mellier's finally given in and punted one straight up the field. It's gone. It's not hit anyone except for the Watford defence. And Rutter's trying to close the ball down now over to Stu.
Yeah, so it's a throw into Leeds deep inside the zone half. Throwing to Watford deep inside their own half. Yeah. The Watford manager's demanding more from his players. Something's happening in the stadium. In stands. Well, Leeds have won it back. Piroe's down by 10. It's now a Leeds United throw halfway inside Watford's half. Byram to take it. I like the fact that he's looking forward.
Somerville.
Byram. Oh, Somerville.
He does all the hard work, Somerville, but it's a really tame shot. At Buchanan's goal, really, really tame. Keeper's equal to that all long. Really unfortunate. He probably could have taken another touch there, Chris Somerville, because he's done all the hard work, broken through the defence, and the finishing was just not very good at all.
Rutter Piroe were mad that he didn't pass it to him. Went absolutely mad at Somerville.
Yeah,
Sometimes he's too greedy, Somerville.
yeah. I mean, he's clean through on
I
goal.
wouldn't say Somerville's. I mean, yeah, I guess when it opens up, you can have a shot. But I thought Piroe were in better position really. But
Yeah.
Byron's won it back high up, halfway inside his own half.
I think he's perfectly entitled to take a shot there, Somerville. He probably could have taken another touch, but the shot is just weak. It's it's low. It's just off. You've got longer grass. It's taking the pace out of the ball. If you try that side foot type shot, you've got to get a bit of air on it, get a bit of clout behind it, and he just more or less tries to pass it into the net, Somerville, with his instep, bending it away from the keeper. But you just get your foot through it, man, and just wallop it. How are we doing, Stu and Gareth? Stu, how are you doing? Let's answer that.
I'm all right, mate. I'm good. I'm good. Honestly, I'm fine. I'm just frustrated that we aren't winning this game.
Yeah. Piroe, lovely touch, pulling the ball out of the air, but
there's still time. There's still half an hour to go. Plenty of time for us to get a goal. Alvarez and Doku have been subbed. Is that being brought on or taken off of Mane?
Yeah. Oh, Somerville with a lovely back heel into Kamara, but Kamara didn't read it. And it's 36,236, I think they said, Stuart. Big attendance today. It's all sellout crowd.
It's what you expect at Ellen Road, to win it.
Yeah. Somerville trying to burst through the middle, but he's running into a lot of traffic. Piroe with a shot, and it's high and wide. And it's another frustrating effort from Leeds. Alvarez, Doku's sub for City. I know Hermione sub City. Yeah, Hermione was through Premier League. I'll just whip through these. Henderson's getting a bed. It's not good. Ake and Calvin Phillips on. Yeah, of course we all want Calvin to have a good game. Calvin shows up for City today, gets one, I'll be happy. I'll be happy for Calvin. Stu, speaking of free agents, did you know that apparently that David De Gea is still a free agent? Can you believe nobody's come in for him?
It's just wages to win it.
Is it?
Yeah,
Sam Byron.
Run a big salary, wasn't he?
Yeah. Dad James.
He's earned enough money to wait a couple of seasons before he needs to find a club.
Yeah. Shackleton into James, but Watford conceded another corner, and Leeds United are all over this lot now, and hopefully we can get Plymouth 5. Plymouth are absolutely pumping Norwich 5-0 according to Hermione. And it looks like there's a corner ball. It's Dad James.
No.
Over on the east side. It's still somehow 0-0. Dad James can't get a really good corner on that. Somerville. Dad James.
Somerville out to James again. Come on, James.
Yeah, it's not good. It's gone for another corner, I think. Yeah. Hermione was in the weather at London. And James. Somerville. And Purdue. Into the back post. Oof. Byram was waiting there, and it's...
good defensive header by Watford.
Yeah, they're doing well there. Watford are I mean, we should be getting a goal in this game, surely, shouldn't we? Jamie Vardy strikes again, apparently. We're going to put these on now because Hermione's helping us out. She's putting some scores in the chat for us. It's really nice of her to do that. Hermione, thank you very much, because I know a lot of people like to see other scores coming up in chat. I think that's an amazing bit of help that you do for us on our channels here. It's really, really appreciated. Byram and Leeds are just absolutely swarmed with yellow shirts, and the referee's seen an infringement, and it looks like it's Rutter having a discussion with the referee. Referee says, well, sorry, and ball's hit the referee on the back of the head.
Yeah, give him a bit of sense.
Yeah, so he's let them have a drop ball, the referee. Leeds fans not happy with that, as you can imagine. Jorginho Rutter is apparently he's on a yellow card, Stuart, and he has to be a bit careful. He's considering a foul. Jorginho Rutter, and it might be time to call him in and replace Jorginho Rutter, Stuart.
Yeah, I agree. Just use it pitch stop and won't be set.
Go for it. Yeah, go for it. Byram. I'll just remove Stuart from upstream just while he's gone there, just in case there's any background noise and stuff. We don't want we don't want to hear, out of respect for him when he comes back. Just to let you know, Lee is there as well. Don't worry, Leah, don't worry, mate. I've just removed you from stream for time being, so if there's something going on in background, you're all right. You're good. Strout, Shackleton. Give us a thumbs up, Lee, if you can hear me. Alright, good lad. Alright. So yeah, I've just removed you just in case there's any conversations and stuff that you're having in house. Because I think Stu's gone to Lou. Ilian Meslier looking to play out from the back into Ampadu. Strauch tries to play one forward, but it's caught out by the Watford attacker. Morris penalty for Luton makes it 1-1. Meslier again playing out. Leeds crowd getting frustrated at the minute with this trying to play out from the back. 3-1 to Bradford City. 2-0 Manchester City. Still thought it might be a bit more than that by now. Referee shouldn't be on the way. Make any sense? Yeah. Superb comeback by Blackburn. 3-3 at Ipswich. Wow. Just shows, doesn't it? Rutter. That's a lovely bit of play from Rutter into Dan James. Dan James tries to whip one in. Into Byram. It's a goal. Get in, Leeds. Yes. Thank the Holy Lord. On 66 minutes, Leeds United take the lead. And it's Joel Piroe. What a goal that is. And it's a really fast breakdown, that right-hand side from Dan James, destroying them for pace. But Rutter does the business. It's a really good bit of play from Rutter. And he really puts Dan James in there, does Rutter. Dan James just turning on the afterburners, going down that right-hand side, checks his run, crosses it, puts it on a plate for Joel Piroe at the back post, and he doesn't need a second invitation. Joel Piroe just cushions it in with his left boot, I think, just on the inside of the goal, and it beats the keeper. It's a really, really good finish from Joel Piroe, and thank Christ for that. My God. Oh, my God. Oh. I thought you missed that, Stuart. Did you miss that? Did you get back just in time?
I thought replay. I heard Lee go mad.
Yes. I just said to Lee, I've removed you from stream just in case there's conversations going on in the background and stuff that you don't want
Every
broadcasting.
conversation what's happening in my background is Shirley Ann telling us what she's done. Yeah, there.
Yes.
There she goes again.
Hermione says Leeds are 1-0 up. Yeah. Oh, and Leeds United are in again. It's Chris Somerville. Is it to the penalty area? Crosses it in, but it just bounces away from Piroe. And Jorginho Rutter is the man who set that move off. And it's good from Leeds United. Anyone playing at 5:30? We don't know. Premier League, yeah, I think there is a late kickoff later on. How long is it before that be coming? I know, my God. Last, of course, the chat is going absolutely. It's on fire at the minute, Stu. That's the fourth goal from Piroe, yeah, which is good. You're celebrating now, yeah, absolutely. Brentford, Everton, Burnley, Man United later have in there, yes. You forgot to put the score, Stu. Our chat is asking. Give Stuart a minute just to get his composure back. There's a Watford substitution happening as well. There's a lot happening at the moment here on our channel. A bit of thank you going on, and Leeds United have a corner kicks. Dan James away on the east side, just in front of the east stand or north east stand. It is. It's a nice one straight to the 6-yard box. It's another goal. It's Sam Byram for Leeds United. Yes! Smashing Watford. It's 2 goals in 4 minutes. Brilliant. Sam Byram getting in on that header. What a header that is.
Leeds United are up to 5th in the table as it stands.
Perfect. And Watford are in a lot of trouble here. This could be an absolute beating. Really good. It's Sam Byram for the header. Really gets himself up. He's unmarked or not tightly enough, and he just directs that straight in past the keeper. The keeper's got no chance. It's a really good header from Sam Byram, and of course Leeds United 2-0 up. And Hermione's chuckling. It's putting the lead score on. Oh, I might celebrate, Stuart. Might get some more chocolate out. Woo! Yes! Come on, Leeds.
That looks much better, doesn't it? 2-0 looks a lot better.
Well, I think it.
You know, we deserve it.
Yes, I would agree. I would totally agree with that. It's nothing more than we deserve. They've literally done nothing in this game, and it's been all Leeds, and they've not posed any threat. They look really tired and really dejected now to the Watford players, and the Leeds fans singing in full voice, and Ellen Road is erupting, and. It's Byram into Chris Somerville. Chris Somerville looking for a runner, but he ignores Dan James. I don't know why he did that. He should have just slipped him in.
Do you know that's Sam Byram's first goal since 2015 at Leeds United? That was the last time he scored for us.
Was it? Well, yeah. I mean, he did take 10 years off, didn't he?
Yeah, well, we all need a break every now and again, don't we?
Well, it's a short break, 10 years, mate.
Yeah, it's only what is it? What's it? Is it a decade? 10 years?
Which one is my favourite? Well, I am partial to dark chocolate, and I've got some nice mint dark chocolate in the fridge. So I can't wait to open that later on. Chris Somerville plays a ball down the line into Jorginho Rutter on the edge of the 18-yard box. Beats his player. Rutter, he just tries to play one in. I think it's Dan James, but it's cut out. Rutter using all the trickery with his
This is
feet
more
and
like
strength,
Leeds.
and he's into Dan James again. No, Rutter is causing all sorts of trouble for Watford at the minute, and they do not have an answer for him.
Not about more cooking.
And everybody's going mental down at Ellen Road. Piroe, what a goal, man! Yeah, of course.
Much better play by Rutter.
Yeah, to be honest. Well, I mean, we could have. I think, to be honest, if it was 7-0, would not flatter us. We've been incredible. Yeah, I think so too. I think we've been really, really good. We've not missed those players who were out from Hull. And it's more choices for Farker, isn't it? More choices. He's got a bit of. He knows now that he can make replacements. It's not going to be too much of a problem. And Leeds come forward again at Watford, and they must be absolutely terrified of what we're going to do to them here if they're not careful. They've got no choice. If they try and go toe to toe to us, it could be a real messy scoreline for Watford here. Because the speed at which Leeds are moving the ball around the pitch is really quite frightening. Somerville picks up the ball. Byram, tries to slip Somerville in, but he just can't get to it. Leeds are green and blacks. Yes, I love green and blacks, but I can't get green and blacks where I am at mine. It's not available for sale. It's Lint is the best brand I can get here. So unlucky. Yeah, green and black, beautiful chocolate that. And Leeds United 2, and it's Watford 0. And another thing as well, nobody's talking about, of course, the fight for a clean sheet, Stuart. We've got to make sure that we're not daft at the back, not making any silly mistakes, and conceding a silly goal before the end of this match. 15 minutes approximately to run. Over to you, Stu.
There we go, mate. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I will just change it scoreboard. Yeah, look, what we're doing, right? I was really frustrated that first half because I thought we deserved to go. We should have put one or two chances away what we created. But look, since this second half, since we got that first goal, we've looked so much head and shoulders better than Watford. You know, we're doing some. We're closing Watford down high up the pitch. We weren't doing that in first half. We were backing off them a little bit, but now seems to have given us a second win, Gary. That second,
yeah.
Since we scored, we seem to be more.
But there's trouble here. Oh, and they've just missed one at the back post, Watford.
Oh,
bloody hell, fire! And I was just saying earlier on about conceding silly goals, and we almost conceded one there, folks. It's a long ball down the right-hand side, then crossed in, beats everyone to the back post, and the Watford player just has a strike at it. And it's Shackleton, I think, who's probably the guilty one, and Strauch, guilty of not cutting that ball out before it gets across. And it's Bayou who misses that. What is a sitter, really? Sorry about that, Stu. Carry on. Watford have a throw in far side.
We got away with one, but guess what? We deserve that bit of luck. We deserve that. You know, there's no way on earth Watford have done remotely anything to even think about getting a goal back.
Yeah.
There we go.
Rutter has been an absolute beast for Leeds United today. He's probably going to get the man of the match, I think. But still, Leeds being a bit complacent, being slack. We need to be a bit careful, be disciplined, and not lose the concentration and think that this game is over. There's still 13 minutes, plenty of time for them to get 2 goals. It took us only 3.5 minutes between both goals, so still plenty of time in this game, Stu.
Yeah, we need to be careful. We do. We need to be careful. We need to get back to doing what we do best, and that's keeping ball away from and stop doing silly things like that. Back passing all the time. When we need to start right.
Yeah.
If we can keep control of possession of ball, we'll be all right. But this is what I don't get, Gary. Right, we go all the way back, right, and then Meslier pumps it long. What's the point? We might as well do like in first place.
Yeah.
Just don't make sense to me. Don't make sense. Ipswich are 4-3 up now. What a game!
Bloody hell!
Wow.
What a game that is! Wow.
Kane Byram won 7-0. Kane hat-trick and 2 assists. That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Leeds United ball pumped over, looking for Chris Somerville, and Chris Somerville, he's really bad exact from Chris Somerville, and he's committed a foul. And he was probably looking for a foul, but the Watford defender's gone down. He's getting his hamstring stretched, and I think Chris Somerville, that's it. He's kicked his last ball for the day. Yeah, really, Hermione. How did Byron play that match? Yeah, Jaden is coming on. Haaland missed. He should score. Ipswich 4-3. Yeah, what an unbelievable game. Hermione, how's Blackburn doing? Well, I mean, Blackburn should, they want hanging the Reds in shame if they'll end up losing that to Ipswich. But this is it. I think Rutter and Piroe doing good. They're doing great, Adam. I think they're having a really, really great match between them. Rutter's really put himself about this second half. Really got stuck in. He's had a performance. It's his best performance, I think, this season. Both teams are really going at each other. Yeah, it's a massive. Shankovets is coming on for Lewis, I think. Or have I got that wrong?
Yeah, Lewis has come on for Shankovets.
Yeah. Jaden Anthony plays the ball into it. Leeds are breaking forward. Hang on, Stu. Dan James, it's just trying to get into. Right, go on, Stu. Leeds throw in.
Have you seen what a difference it makes when you play Piroe further up pitch?
Yeah, of course. It's made a lot of difference to us, putting him in a bit more of an advanced position. Shackleton taking the throw in. It's making the ground into the 18-yard box. Shackleton plays one back towards the halfway spot. There's no one there for Leeds. It's a bit of a weak ball from Shackleton, but he's under a bit of pressure. He has no choice, or he concedes a goal kick. So not bad play that from Shackleton.
Put it in right area.
Yeah.
Hold it back to right area. Just no one gambled.
Yeah, 81:22 on the clock. You can see the clock there with Stewart. It's a few seconds behind, but don't worry about that. Nunes off for Ake on. But what we're interested in, folks, is Leeds United. Are they going to get another goal? Are they going to? Can we see this one out and not concede? I think those are the two main questions at the moment. I've said.
Nunes off. Ake on.
Yeah.
I'm sending a request that Kane's hat-trick of 2 goals assist today to be credited to my FPL score with a lottery please attached.
You can see me on that one, Hermione, because I didn't have Harry Kane in, and I didn't. I lost points because I didn't get time to transfer him out. It all happened last minute, and he was stuck in my FPL for first week. So I'll take some of those points as well. Leeds United knocking the ball about with confidence and ease because Watford are just standing off. They look like they're a done team. They look like they're a beaten team. But Leeds can't be complacent. Don't be sucked into a false sense of security here, Leeds United.
It's Kane world class, Gary.
Well, everybody will say he is. I mean, he's broken records at Spurs, hasn't he?
Yeah.
England, is he broken records there? Yeah, of course he is. He's going up the goal chart, isn't he? But, I mean, it's all right for him when he's, everything, 2 years or whatever, 18 months, and we're playing teams like Moldova and Liechtenstein every other year, and, these other sides, and he's banging in goals left, right, and centre. Joel Piroe's coming off, Pervader's coming on for Leeds United. And Daniel Farke is absolutely delighted with his performance and his work today. Are you alright, Stu, or are you just taking a bit of a stretch there? Oh, he's having a clap. Nice job.
No, we're just looking to see the embrace Piroe got from Daniel Farke.
Yeah, fantastic. Great to see.
Pervader in place of Piroe, so Pervader's got 5 minutes to impress.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I rate Pervader. I like him as a player, but it's we're now looking like a strong squad in those areas where he operates. Dan James is off. Apparently, Piroe is off. So who else has come on there, Stu? I missed one at subs.
Yeah, I just saw Pervader's name. Let's have a look.
I thought Piroe would come off.
But then
it just showed Dan James as well.
Yeah, so Piroe's definitely come off. Pervader's definitely. Dan James has come off. Pervader went on. Who else went on Leeds as a sub?
Oh, for Leeds?
Yeah. For James and Piroe.
Yeah. We'll soon get that clarified. I mean.
Nothing about just with any anyone.
Porteous on the ball. There's nobody ahead of him that's moving. He's just holding the ball at the minute, looking for a long pass.
But James off.
Yeah.
Gay.
Oh, so Grace, come on.
Oh, Jaden is in. Oh, no. Bloody hell.
No. Yeah.
Who was that?
Anthony, you almost scored on your own debut.
Yeah, actually, and Pervader.
Archie Gray and Pervader's come on for Piroe.
Right, Archie Gray's on there, yeah. Oh, why didn't he pass it? Why didn't he finish that? Blast it into the top left corner. Oh, what a good little bit of skill that was.
Yeah, it was deserved the goal, that, didn't it?
Interestingly, though, Stuart, they've had 3 shots of Watford and 0 shots on target. So they are a team in the doldrums today, aren't they? And Bayo has conceded a yellow card. Unfortunately, we didn't see what that was for because there was a replay happening when the challenge was committed. We're going to get that now. And he's all over Pervader there. He's pulled him back and dragged him on the floor. Pervader's got up, not happy at all. 3 minutes left at Ellen Road. And I bet they're getting noisy at Ellen Road. Yeah, they're getting noisy, Adam. I'll try and invite my brother on in a minute. I'll just...
Just knocking it back up. Just play ball possession, Leeds. Looking it about well. Mensley has got it at the back. Strike back to Meslier. Back to Strike.
Oh, Jorginho Rutter's having a laugh, and he's played Jaden Anthony in, and he's come round, he clips it over the keeper. It's 3-0 Leeds United.
Yeah! Yeah!
Have some of that.
Get in there!
Fantastic debut for him. Comes on, get yourself a goal, lad. That's an excellent,
Really good goal.
excellent finish.
Beautiful
Luke Ayling
ball
is
by
being
Rutter. Beautiful.
Rutter's man of the match for me. Jaden Anthony, what a fantastic finish that is. As two substitutes are being prepared now for Leeds United.
Look at this from Wilshere. Now, this is what I'm talking about. It's a powerful unit. What a beautiful ball with down line there. Oh, that was gorgeous. Really good finish.
Fantastic.
If that was scored in Premier League, they'd be showing that 50 times a match there.
Yeah. Archie Gray was following it in, actually, Stu, interestingly enough.
Really, really good play by Leeds. That really good play. Ayling's coming on. And is it Gurev coming on? Shackleton's had a really good game.
Yeah.
Really good game by Shack. Kamara's coming off for Gurev.
3-0 Leeds United. Stuart, if you could update that little number for us there, sir, that would be very much appreciated.
There we go, mate. Yeah, we've done really well. We've done really, really well this second half. This second half, Watford haven't touched us. They haven't laid a glove on us.
Nah, they've been.
If this were a boxing contest, I'm sure their manager would have been chucking it white towel by now.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think it's been a fantastic performance in this second half. Sure, I think we've turned the game. Maybe that little adjustment of Piroe and Rutter has paid a lot of dividends. He's certainly. Oh wow! Rutter is taking the Mickey. 5 minutes at a time, and there's an offside. And here we go, folks. We now have. I don't know where they are. Here we go. Are you not in the stand?
No, I'm not in stand, mate.
Why not? Get in stand. We want to see a bit of action in ground. Hello.
Hi there.
Are you all right?
Older brother in Rutter and his friend Stu. They have a Leeds United channel on YouTube, so they stream it every week. So
yeah, doing well today, boys.
We're doing all right. You should have seen that third. Have you seen that third goal? Hey up. Have you been in stand this second half or not? Are you watching any of this game, or are you just sat enjoying the bar?
I'm enjoying the free beer, Chico. Yeah. So.
Expecting a picture of that.
It wanted me to be in stand, so there were lots of noise.
Oh,
how are you, Stu? You all right, pal?
I'm good, mate. Yeah, I'm really good. How are you?
We're all right.
Yeah, I'm doing good, pal. Good.
Oh, Watford here, another attack. Oh no, get it out. Punt it. That'll do.
I'm going to have to go, boys, because I've got betting things to do, but I'll catch you later.
Where's Tom?
See you later.
I can't believe it. He's sat in the bar all afternoon. Unbelievable. Man, he's a stressed out a man with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I think that's what it is with my brother. So there we go, chat. It sounds like he's doing a bit of. I think they call it networking, Stuart.
Closing the deal. Closing the deal.
Closing a
There's
deal.
Watford fantastic. Oh, look, see you later, Watford.
If I get some brass at Christmas, Stu, and I'm over, I'll take you for some corporate networking up at Elland Road if we can get a ticket for a game over Christmas. I think we deserve it.
What broadcasting there? Can do a live stream from there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll just sit there. And, well, I mean, I mean, you don't drink yourself, do you, Stuart? But there's plenty of great food and drink in that bar. I can assure you.
For free switch.
Yeah.
What a game!
Oh.
I'm gonna have to watch that game back. I'm gonna have to watch that game.
Oh. Paveda trying to break through. Can't, and he's conceded a goal kick. 2 more minutes left of this scintillating game, scintillating result, and a fine performance from Daniel Farker's Leeds United this afternoon, sending 35,000 fans absolutely wild, and they'll be going home very happy after this performance, I think.
Really good performance. Look, we haven't been under any threat all game, really. This goal could have been a lot more healthier.
Lovely from Ethan Ampadu.
Brilliant Ampadu. Got in there well. Player then, didn't he?
Rutter is turning on the style, isn't he? He's trying all sorts.
He's becoming some player, isn't he?
I'll tell you what, he's pulling out the party tricks now.
10 shots on target.
There's a wide ball over to the other side. And Ailing, there's a shot on target, and Melier over the bar.
Yes,
I'll tell you what, he's done. Spent 94 minutes doing nothing, and he's stepped up there, Melier, to keep the clean sheet intact. Because it's a good shot. It's fired into the top corner, that Stu.
Yeah, this could be 4 clean sheets on bounce.
Yeah, 4 on the bounce, folks. Keep that clean sheet at all.
That's brilliant.
That's a bad header.
360 minutes of football without conceding.
Yeah. And that's it. It's time. And it's Leeds United 3, folks. Watford 0. And Leeds United are over the line. 3 goals, 3 points, and a clean sheet. It is a dream performance for Daniel Farker, the star man of the day. Rutter, I think, putting in Byram and Piroe, setting up all the goals, pretty much having an involvement. Sam Byram getting a goal, and Jaden Anthony coming on for his debut at home, getting himself a goal in the 89th minute, and it's a fantastic day out at Elland Road. Is that if you're there, I hope you've really enjoyed it, and certainly looking at the pictures coming from Elland Road, it is fantastic what is going on here. Clean sheet after the clean sheet. Yeah, exactly. You'll be getting bored of clean sheets soon, Mandy. I think we'll all be complaining of too many clean sheets. Stuart, are you highlighting chat? Go ahead, mate.
Yeah. Palace 0. Palace v Fulham 0-0 at full time. I am super happy. 2 minutes to go.
Yeah.
What a game we're in. What a game we're in the playoffs. Well, we're in 5th, aren't we now, Lee? We'll check table for it. Andy, what's going on here? Clean sheet after clean sheet. What's the possession and goals? Imagine I wasn't keen on Farker. We've definitely got the right man. Definitely got the right man for the job.
Yeah.
38 games to go.
Yeah.
Manny, I am so happy. Andy, it's because you're a Spartacus. Yep.
Stuart, for you, man of the match performance.
Oh God, gosh! Now you've put me up. Look, I thought Byron played really, really well. I thought Rutter started to show glimpses of what he can do. That was a beautiful ball down line from Rutter. Who man at match? I'm going to go Byram. I'm going to go Sam Byram.
My Byram, right? That's an interesting one, Stuart. I would have personally gone for probably Rutter. I think he's
Good game.
he's covered a lot of yardage. Byram's been brilliant, but Rutter's put himself about. He's knocked him about a bit. He's shown a lot of skill on the ball. But I mean, he's got areas of his game to work on. I thought he struggled in first half, but that second half, for me, it was fabulous, and that's probably why I would say that he is the man of the match for me. He set up that first goal. He's passing there down the line. Put it in. I can't remember. Was it Somerville? Might have been Somerville. And yeah, I thought Rutter is probably man of the match. It's going to be interesting to find out who that is, who the sponsors have said it is, and I think we might find that out any minute now. But where are we for fixtures? What's next, Stuart? I think it's a week in 1 week, is it? I think we've got a bit of a break.
We've got a week off.
There's no midweek game this week, so let's just hope that that's good for us to try and get the try and get the recovery done and all the rest of it. And I think that's going to be fantastic for us. Who is it we play again in a week? Oh, Southampton away. Yeah, it is right. You're right, Adam. Well done. A win, 4 clean sheets, and we're 5th. Is that correct? We're now getting info that I think we're 5th in the table. Does that sound about right, folks?
We're 5th.
I don't know, but I can't see the table just at the minute. But overall, very satisfied with the performance. Frustrated in the first half. We dominated the game, but we just couldn't find a way through. A disallowed effort from Rutter. Not much in terms of actual goal threat, I thought, in that first half. But overall, we dominated the match. We dominated them from start to finish. They posed us very few problems. Only one shot on target, I think, there at the end of the game, and that almost ended the clean sheet streak that we're on. But we've all craved a clean sheet streak, and we're finally, folks, in the middle of a clean sheet streak, which is absolutely fantastic news. We're getting some scores coming in. Stuart, do you want to run those scores for everybody? Well, Plymouth 5, Norwich 2, or 6-2 apparently.
Yeah,
that's an incredible win for Plymouth.
A win, 4 clean sheets, and we're 5th. How good is that? It's fantastic, Inky.
Fantastic.
And Purdue man of match for me, blinding. He's simply uncovering. He was just beautiful. Yeah, he's look. Hermione, Ampadu gives you 7 or 8 out of 10 every game, doesn't he? And I haven't seen him have a bad game for us yet. We are 5th now. 4-1 to Bradford City. That's brilliant.
Good news for them.
Let's go next week. I'm delighted and happy for both teams. Yeah, well, that's so, guys. Right. Quick question before I have to shoot off. First half 7 out of 10, second half 9 out of 10. That's what I'm going to rate both halves.
Say that again, Stuart.
First half 7 out of 10, second half 9 out of 10.
Yeah. I mean, I would generally agree with that. I think we stepped it up a gear in that second half, and we looked a lot more threatening. We looked like we could open them up at any point, and a lot more easier on the eye. Very pleasing on the eye performance that second half, and overall, how delighted am I? 100%, absolutely. 3 goals, 3 points, and a clean sheet to boot, which is fantastic for us. That's really good how we've completely dominated a side who's up there with us in the league. They're not far from us, I don't think, at the start of today. But when we sit there and think about it, yeah, all right, they've had 11 poor, or they haven't won in 11 games on the road, but you still can't say, well, uh, we can be complacent or be complacent about that. We've still got to go out, be professional, and beat them. And I mean, if they're struggling on the road, you know, they have to ask themselves questions about why that is, why they're not able to go away and dominate games like they are at home, and perhaps they've got a bit of a fortress at home, which is where they're picking up the points. They're obviously not getting any on the road or enough on the road to keep them up that high in the league. I haven't seen the league, and I can't tell you exactly what's going on. Have we missed Wilfred or Roden today, Stu?
No, not really, mate. Not really, mate. No, we've got a squad there now. We've got a really good squad. Not just a starting 11. We've got a good squad, and we've got players who can cover for injuries. Finally, finally.
Yeah.
This is the best. This is the best squad we've had in ages, and I mean even before Bielsa. You know, with Bielsa, we had a good starting 11. We never had a good squad. We've got a good squad now.
Yeah. It's good to see we've still got a bit of utility as well. We've got Shackleton there, possibly Dallas coming back. You know, Bamford's on the road to fitness. Not sure about Firpo and one of the two of the other casualties, but you know, let's hope that they get back as well and we get back to a full strength squad. A good week for us to recover. And I think I'd like to thank you, Stu, for always joining and supporting the stream.
No worries, mate. No worries.
It's always a massive help, and I believe you're going to shoot now. Is that correct? Have you got an appointment with Mally?
I've been at it since what I think it was 12:20.
Go get yourself a break, mate, and you know, a cup of tea and a biscuit, or a glass of Diet Coke, or whatever tickles your fancy. And you if you want to prepare, that's okay. No problem at all. Thanks very much for joining again, Stu. Take care of yourself. I'll get this stream wrapped up.
Have a good stream. See you later, everybody.
All the best.
Bye-bye now.
Take care, buddy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, so that's it from me. I think Stu's, of course, joined us today. Is always really helpful, and it's great for him to join us, and great help for me because running these streams isn't easy, as you know. They have a lot of ins and outs. Sometimes they're not always that easy to do. But if it's your first time joining and you would like to subscribe, that's very much appreciated. You can always tap on this one over here. And if you want to watch more content on my channel, I'll put one up there as well. Thank you so much for joining. Fantastic result for Leeds United, marching on together. And I'll see you through the week for hopefully a Southampton pre-match video, and watch along again next Saturday. All the very best. Take care. Have a great weekend ahead. Cheerio.